Shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakar Kadash, double honors to the elders, apostles, and great millstone, and peace and salutations unto the elect of the nation of Israel. This video is for the Israelites, who you call Black, Hispanic, and Native American. And peace and salutations unto all you speckled burnt Israelites that look like the heathen nations. And to you sisters, shalom. And to all you brothers out there on the highways and byways doing the work of the Lord, trying to hasten the coming of the Lord in these latter days. I just want to do a quick little video on it's gonna be, the topic is gonna be about a little bit about this article that I have pulled up, and I want to talk about something that happened yesterday in the city that I live in too, concerning Jake. You know, in the school system, the public school system here, because there's a lot that's going on. You know, I live in Louisville, Kentucky. You know, yeah, man, there's a lot going on, man. Jake always demands retribution, and you know, you think you're gonna get some type of justice or liberation. That's not gonna happen. You know? But as y'all can see, you know, it says Jeffersontown High School, which is a high school here in Louisville, Kentucky. It says JCPS, which is the name of the school system, you know, stands for Jefferson County Public Schools. It says investigating after video shared on social media of a teacher using racial slur. Now, I also want to speak about other things concerning Jake and the school system too, because you know, I have some family members that are in, you know, school in here, particularly in high school and whatnot. And, you know, a couple of months ago, there was a video of, you know, a teacher that was an Edomite, you know, that was, and he was fighting a Jake student, man. You know, there's been a lot going on, you know, a lot going on these past couple of months. You know? And I think a lot of it has been, you know, swept under the rug. You know, that's why the scriptures tell us to never trust our enemy, man. You know? Let's get that in Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10. Right? It says, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. You see that? So we're not supposed to trust Esau. Esau, the so-called white man. You know, they are the wicked. The nation specifically called the wicked, pursuant to Malachi, the 1st chapter. Right? But, you know, we're under curses. You know, it says we're going to be the tail. They're going to be the head. You know, we have to go to them for one and all things. So, you know, hey, if, you know, you in school, hey, just, you know, as if you a young kid watching this, you know, you know, you still under your parents' roof and whatnot, and, you know, you don't really have no choice and say so of whether or not you want to go to school. You know, it's up to your parents, but, you know what I'm saying, that's just what you got to do with right now, you know. But, you know, if you come into the truth, or you in the truth and you learning, you know, you shouldn't go around talking about being Israelites, and that's just not the wise thing to do. Same thing if, you know, you got a job, and whatnot, brothers got a job, you shouldn't be really speaking about that. You got to go in Clark Kent mode, you know. Shouldn't be really saying stuff about certain things, even though you know the real history, but, you know, behind us as a people, hey, just, you know, just do what you got to do your work, and, you know, and I'm not here to tell, you know, nobody to do what they, you know, what to do with their life, but, you know, that's just what I would do, you know, if I was, you know, underage and I was in high school and whatnot, in the public school system, wherever it is in America. You know, it's just something that you got to do. I had to go, you know, I wasn't in the truth, but, you know, a couple years ago when I was in high school, you know, hey, I had to do what I had to do. You know, do what you got to do and get out of there, you know. I also wanted to mention that, you know, yesterday I heard on the radio of a protest going on at another high school here in Louisville, Kentucky, in the same county, Jefferson County. And we have a big school system out here. I don't know, it's like probably like, in this city, we probably have 40, 50 something high schools I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot of high schools. Maybe it may not be that many, but it's a lot. Uh, it's a lot of high schools in this city. You know, but what I heard yesterday, I was listening to the radio and whatnot, and they were speaking about how there was a protest at another school, and Jake, man, they was getting roused up out there, man. When I was in high school, it wasn't that long ago. I was in high school like 6 years ago. It wasn't that long ago. It seemed like it's gotten worse. You know what I'm saying? Since I was in school, a lot of stuff that's happening now, it seemed like something that's on the news every day for a high school. Something that's happening every day. There's always fights and stuff at school, but it wasn't to this magnitude when I was in high school. It seemed like these younger kids, hey, the Lord got a spirit on them, man. Kids bringing guns to school. They don't care, man. They don't give a damn, man. Hey, do you know a lot of these parents of these students, man? Hey, they let their child do what they want to do. So hey, there's no order. But yeah, man, I wanted to say something about that protest yesterday. I think I had read an article on the school. And basically it started off with Eve girls protesting at the school, and then basically the students took it upon themselves to walk out of class and start going around the school protesting, and but they were protesting about I guess sexual assaults. They were accusing football players and maybe staff members, and I seen stuff on social media too that people were saying, but how they explained it on the radio was that it has something to do with the girls, so I'm thinking that's what it was, sexual assault or something. And they had it on. It was on the news. It was on the news also, the local news station over here, and they said the principal said he can't promise that he'll fix anything. And it just made me think of, man, hey, man, that scripture what's it, Psalms 118, you can't trust it, man. All you can do is trust in the Lord. And this system is not for your best benefit. It's not for your best interest. If you were Israelite, if you were so-called black or so-called Hispanic or so-called Native American, that system is not for you. This is Psalms 118. In verse 9, it says, "It is better to trust in Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, than to put confidence in princes." You see that? So, if you put confidence in man, hey, man will lie to you. Man will fail you. Man will not fulfill their promises. But the Lord, He's faithful. He's a faithful witness. Let's get that in Numbers. It don't say faithful, but He's not a man that He should lie. Numbers 23, I believe it's verse 19. It says, Yahweh is not a man that He shall lie, neither the Son of Man, whose real name is Yahweh Shai, not Jesus. It says that He should repent. Hath He said, and shall He not do it? Or hath He spoken, and shall He not make it good? You see that? So the Lord, when He promises something to the Israelites, man, or when He promises a judgment upon any nation, the people which are heathens outside of the Israelites, He's gonna do it. Like it's written for us to come back, and wake up in these latter days, man. Even 2/3 ago, realize who they are, but they're not gonna come into the truth because the Lord has blinded them. See that? So I'm gonna get this in Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, Micah chapter 2 and 10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. This shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction." You see that? So this is talking about a spiritual spiritual walkout, a spiritual departing. This is not a physical. You don't have to go buy a plane ticket and catch a flight somewhere, or go overseas to our land, or go to so-called Africa, which is not our homeland. It's the land of Jerusalem. This is talking about a spiritual departing. Coming out from the ways and the fashions, and the cultures of America, which is Babylon the Great. Joining hand in hand with the heathens, and that's what that's talking about. I want to get this in verse 11. I don't really read this a lot. Verse 11 says, if a man walking in the spirit and falsehood do lie, it says, saying, I will prophesy unto thee of wine and of strong drink, he shall even be a prophet of this people. It says, so, hey, you know, he's going to be a prophet of this people, man. You know, that's basically, you know, you're going to have a lot of false prophets, man. You know, trying to tell our people to do this, we got to do that. You know, we got to get up, we got to get some guns. You know, we got to stock up, we got to buy some bunkers, we got to come together, we got to unite. Well, that's not what the Lord said. He didn't tell us to do that, you know. The Lord told us in Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 8, this is what the Lord told us. It says, dang, this is the wrong one. Might be, that's the wrong one. Zephaniah 3 and 8. It says, therefore, wait ye upon me, saith Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey, for my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth should be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. You see that? So, hey, the Lord told us to wait upon him. But a lot of our people, they don't want to wait. They want the kingdom now. You know, we all want comfort. We all want, riches. We all want to be stable, right? You know, we do want that, but we have to wait. You know, we're under the curses right now. You know, it says in Deuteronomy chapter 28, that's where the curses are. You know, that's where you can find and point out who the Israelites are. You know, and hey, the last verse of that chapter, verse 68, it says, no man shall basically buy thee, which means redeem thee or like save thee. No mortal man's gonna be able to do that. That's why all these so-called civil rights leaders, you know, ain't none of them were able to get us out of the state that we were in, man. You know, the majority of our people, they still live in the ghettos, they still live in the slums, they still live in the churches. You know what I'm saying? You still fighting for you still fighting for justice and freedom in a lot of cases. Look at all the different things that's been going on the last couple of years. You got the George Floyds, you got the Brandon Taylors, and granted, it's all judgment from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you know, because the Lord said we're gonna be slain also in the curses. It said you're gonna be slain and stuff like that in front of your enemies, man. You know, so, and it said, among the nations shall thou find no ease. So, you know, you're not expected to have. We're not supposed to expect to have peace here. You know. And even when you go to school, right? And I'm not gonna really read this article, but you know, that's why I read Never Trust Our Enemy. You think that because these people, they're teaching you, right? They're teaching you so-called knowledge, you know. And I had mentioned a teacher, he was an Edomite. He was fighting a J student, man. You know, and they found out about his background that I don't know if he had ties to the KKK or what. It was something like that, but it wasn't a shock or a surprise. And most of these teachers are teaching you. They're the ones so-called preparing you for the world. And this is their world. You know? So even though you may not be in physical slavery and chains and whatnot, hey, that don't mean that you free. Because this is Esau's world, man. It says the earth was given into the hands of wicked. You know? When we were so-called free from slavery or emancipated, if you look up the word emancipate, it literally means to transfer over to. So when they took the physical chains off our bodies, all they did was basically transfer us to their system, their more upgraded system. That's what they're trying to do now. They're trying to institute that NWO, and they're trying to bring in the MOTB, man. You know, to make you a forever slave. You know, because they can track everything through that charagma. You know, you know, you may have some jakes that's in positions of power, but there's still somebody over you that's a so-called white person, bro. They run everything. Whose face is on that money? You know, and most of my teachers, yeah, if not all of them, was Edomites, so-called white people. All of my teachers when I was in school. So, but Jake still thinks that you're gonna get some type of freedom or some type of justice or liberation. That's not gonna happen, man. You know? Let me get this in Hebrews chapter, I think it's Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 14. And a lot of these things is happening, man. The Lord is He's putting a spirit of sedition on people, man. That's what I'm thinking. And then I know the scriptures say that who shall rise up Judah, you know? So even 2/3 of our people that's gonna be destroyed, hey, the Lord's gonna put the spirit on them to go all out, man. When things get really bad, man, I believe it was one of the elders, I think the elder out of South Carolina, he did the video on different Jakes having dreams about how, a lot of Jakes, hey, when the eviction moratorium, when the eviction moratorium thing was up, they started rioting and, things of that nature, and it was just really bad. It was like worse than what happened, a year or two ago with all them protests and riots in 2020. It was a lot worse. There was like no food. And this is the times that we're coming into. But you see all these Jakes making TikTok videos. They're making slow motion videos about Russia or Ukraine or how they're gonna be, when the gas go up. But why you think everything is so goddamn funny? It says Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 14. It says, "For here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come." You see that? So, hey, as an Israelite, man, even these heathens, well, not them, but hey, world's gonna be destroyed, man. We coming to the end of an age. This is not where we're expected to have our liberty and our freedom and to rule and to be equal. Why are you fighting to be equal when the Lord said we above all nations? That doesn't even make any sense. But hey, man, you Jakes, they want to continue, learning from Esau and wanting to be like Esau. And I heard matter of fact, I heard on a song, I think it's a rapper, Lil Baby, I heard on a song, he said, I got so much money, you think I'm Jewish. We the real Jews, and that proves that a lot of these Jakes, man, they know who's in power, man. I'll be listening to these songs, but I'll be spiritually discerning it, and I'll be like, I don't feel sorry for you. I don't feel bad for you. I don't care, what's going to happen, when there's when that famine hit, when Jacob's trouble kick off, hey, that's your ass, man. Except you repent, but I doubt it. They're going to repent. But I just wanted to do a little quick video on the school system, and things of that nature. I'm going to close out. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakadash, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect, to the nation of Israel, and to the speckled bird Israelites that look like the heathen nations. To y'all say shalom, I'm going to say wow, blah, blah, blah.